What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Bloons TD6 walkthrough / playthrough / guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto Infernal Chimps mode. So for this mode, I will be using Quincy as our hero because, of course, Quincy is an amazing hero to use, especially on this map because you can afford him on round 1. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright guys, so first things first, I want you guys to know that you want to start your game off with auto start turned off. Following that, the placement of your Quincy is very important because you want Quincy to be able to hit this side on this top pathway as well as this back side. So how you know you guys will have the correct placement on your Quincy is you're going to go ahead and drag him down directly in the middle, and if you get the correct placement, your Quincy should be touching this rock right here with his area of effect. Now, I do know it's a little bit meticulous when you're actually placing down your Quincy, but believe me, guys, it is worth taking the time to make sure that you have the correct positioning on your Quincy. That way, you guys don't need to place more towers, and you guys don't need to micro any towers as well. So now we can go ahead and press play. Of course, we're going to deal with the first round with no issue because we have our Quincy, and of course, Quincy is an absolute beast when it comes to the first couple of rounds. Now that we're about to transition to round 7, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a dart monkey. Now we're going to place this dart monkey as far down as we can get it to go. So we're basically just going to be dragging it from the bottom up until the top until we can get the placement correct. A little bit of a marker so you guys know where to place your dart monkey is you're going to line up his left foot right here with this waterfall and then just drag him straight up. Now that we have our dart monkey placed, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to switch his targeting over to targeting strong. And then we can turn our auto start back on and we can go ahead and press play and fast forward. Because of course the reason why we needed to have our dart monkey here is because we needed him to target like the green balloons and the blue balloons, and which will in turn allow our Quincy to finish off any balloons that managed to slip by. Alright, now the next thing that we are instantly going to be saving up for is we're going to be saving up for a monkey sub. Because a monkey sub is really good on this map because it has we're going to get advanced intel for it, which is going to come in handy because it will allow the monkey sub to hit both sides of the map. So now that we have our monkey sub placed down, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to buy advanced intel. So we're basically just going to upgrade it to long range and then advanced intel past that. So while we are saving up the money to do so, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. The support on the channel has been absolutely insane. We are almost at 7,000 subscribers, dudes. So thank you again so very much. Whoops. We need to activate Quincy's or rapid fire here on round 11 because if we don't activate it, we would have lost. Woof. All right. There we go. So again, guys, round 10, we need to activate Quincy's rapid fire in order to finish off that little rush of blue balloons that we get. My fault, I almost forgot. All right, so let's go ahead and buy advanced intel on our monkey sub. Now that we have advanced intel on our monkey sub, the next thing that we're instantly going to be going for is we're going to be going for a ninja monkey. So as soon as we can afford to buy our ninja monkey, we're going to go ahead and do so. And much similar to the placement of our Quincy, we want to make sure that we have the ideal placement on our ninja monkey. That way it can hit both sides of the track. So now that we can go ahead, or now that we can place our ninja monkey, we're going to go ahead and slow things down ever so slightly. We don't need to slow it down too much, but it will give us a little bit more time to be a little bit more meticulous with our... There we go. Whew. That spot gets a little bit sketchy with Quincy there. But as you guys can see, we can now place our ninja monkey right here as far down as we can get it in the center of this rock. And then we can go ahead and fast forward. And now we're going to be saving up to buy ninja discipline. Alright, so as soon as we can afford to buy it, we're going to go ahead and buy it. We're going to kind of take this a little bit slow here and activate Quincy's rapid fire on round 15 to deal with the pink balloons. Because, of course, round 15 can get a little bit hectic for our towers to deal with. But as long as we activate Quincy's rapid fire, once again, we should be good to go. And guys, I do apologize if this guide is a little bit confusing. I just want you guys to remember that, guys, this is an expert map. So it is kind of understandable that it's a little bit harder to make a guide for. But as long as you guys follow along as best you guys can, you guys will be more than fine. Alright, so now the next thing that we're doing is we're saving up to buy our double shot. So again, wait, whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Aerostorm on round 20. I almost forgot because round 20 with the black balloons gets a little bit hectic, but once we get our Ninja Monkey upgrade to double shot, now we're good to go. Now we don't need to activate Quincy's rapid fire until round 40, I believe. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves an Alchemist. Unfortunately, our Alchemist cannot buff our Monkey sub. If it could, it would be ideal. But unfortunately, with the way that this map is laid out, even if we place an Alchemist to the far right, he will still not be able to affect our Monkey sub. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading our Monkey sub all the way to our armor piercing darts. And then on top of that, we're also going to be buying our Bloon Jitsu before round 40. But alright guys, you already know what time it is. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a speedy bit all the way until round 40. And I'll bring you guys back on round 40. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back towards the end of round 39, and right when we're about to end round 39, we're going to go ahead and slow things down, because right here we're going to upgrade our Alchemist to Berserker Brew, and then we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Rapid Fire to go ahead and make easy work of the Moab Balloon on round 40. Now that we've done all of this, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to buy Stronger Stimulant, and then we're going to be saving up to buy Stronger Acid than Acidic Mixture Dip. So it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford these, and then we'll get into the meat and bones, the steak and potatoes of this strategy. Unfortunately, I was unable to get my permaspike strat to work because round 95 was just a little bit of a beefy round for us to deal with. But luckily, the Apache Prime is a very reliable tower to actually use on this map. So we are going to be going with the Apache Prime because I found that is the easiest strategy to show you guys. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying ourselves our helicopter pilot. So what we want to do with this heli pilot is we basically want to place him as far up on this platform as we can get him, because we will be needing to place a monkey village. So right here should do about fine, like so, and that should leave us enough room to place down a monkey village right here down at the bottom. So the first, we're not going to be buying the monkey village just yet. The only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to upgrade to the Apache dart ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another little bit of a speedy bit all the way until the point where we can afford to buy the Apache dart ship, and I'll bring you guys back once more. Alright guys, we are officially on round 56, and now we can afford to buy the Apache dart ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to the Apache dart ship, and then immediately after upgrading him to the Apache dart ship, that's when we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to a faster firing. Now that we have him upgraded to a faster firing, we can go ahead and fast forward a little bit, and then we're going to be saving up to buy a monkey village, because we want to give our Apache dart ship the ability to see camel balloons as soon as we possibly can. So that being said, let's go ahead and place down our monkey village, and if we got the placement of our heli pilot correct, we should be able to place it right below our Apache dart ship. So let's go ahead and upgrade him to a bigger radius, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade him to jungle drums, and then we'll go ahead and go for camo detection as well. We do want to get the jungle drums first, because we shouldn't really need to worry too much about camo balloons just yet. We want him to attack a little bit faster, because we should be able to afford our radar scanner on round 59 when we need it most, even though that the Ninja Monkey has more than enough popping power in order to actually deal with the camo lead balloons. All right, guys, at this point, there's nothing else that we really need to do. Round 63 is going to get a little bit close, but our Apache Dart ship should be able to deal with it again with no issues. If you guys would like to, please feel free to use Quincy's rapid fire for 63, and also please feel free to use his Aerostorm. The only time that we definitely need to have our Aerostorm off of cooldown is for round 76 and 78. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and pay attention to our Apache Dart ship here, and just in case our Apache Dart ship struggles with popping any of these balloons, we still have Quincy's Aerostorm off of cooldown that we can use just in case again the Apache Dart ship struggles with popping round 63. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to round 75, and I'll go ahead and bring you guys back again. Alright guys, so here we are on round 75, and we can go ahead and speed through this. The reason why I'm bringing you back for round 75 is because round 76, we need to activate Quincy's Aerostorm ability. So what we're going to be doing is, as soon as all of the ceramic balloons come out on round 76, we're going to be activating Quincy's Aerostorm, like so, because if we do not activate it, we will get a regrow farm that our Apache Dart ship will not be able to deal with, and you guys will lose on round 76. So now that we went ahead and covered that, the next big round is going to be round 78. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with round 77 and get our Aerostorm ability back. So it shouldn't take us too long to actually get it back. Luckily, the Quincy ability doesn't take too long to regenerate. So now that we have it back, we're going to go ahead and be playing 78 kind of slow, but actually let's speed it up just a little bit. We're going to activate it for this first rush of ceramic balloons. Now we can go ahead and fast forward. As soon as the ability is off of cooldown, there's going to be another rush of ceramic balloons that we need to activate the Aerostorm for once again. So as soon as we get to the point where we can activate the Aerostorm, we're going to go ahead and do so. Alright, so round 78. It should be coming here in just 1 second. As soon as it gets off of cooldown, we're going to go ahead and slow things down. And there is the second rush of ceramics. So now let's go and activate the Aerostorm once again. And now we can go ahead and speed things back up. So we're almost to the point where we can afford to buy the Apache Prime, but we still have a couple of rounds that might give us a little bit of a problem. Round 79 isn't that bad, but we are going to be activating Quincy's Rapid Fire for the reinforced BFBs that are coming at the end of round 79. And then we should have our rapid fire back for round 880 with the ZOMG. So let's go ahead, wait for it to get within range of our Quincy, and then activate the rapid fire for the first reinforced BFB. That way we get a little bit of damage done to both of them. There we go, perfect. Now we have round 80. So luckily the ZOMG is kind of slow, so it's going to give us time to regen our Quincy ability. So now that we have it, we're going to go ahead and slow things down ever so slightly, activate Quincy's rapid fire, and then as soon as we pop the ZOMG and we start doing damage to the BFBs, we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Aerostorm to go ahead and do a little bit of damage to these Moab balloons. And there we go, perfect, round 80 beaten. Now guys, we are at $45,000. We need 48,600. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be speeding through as fast as we can. The next thing that what we're going to do is we're going to activate Quincy's rapid fire here to give us a little bit more damage on these BFBs, because of course we want to make sure that we're able to deal with the BFBs all the way to the point where we can afford to buy the Apache Dart ship. So for round 881, we will have the Apache Dart ship up and ready to buy. As soon as we get the extra $600 to be able to afford it, we're instantly going to buy the Apache Prime. And there we go. Round 881, we have our Apache Prime. So now we can go ahead and speed everything back up. The first thing that we're going to end up buying, past getting our Apache Prime, is we're going to go ahead and go for the Monkey Intelligence Bureau. The reason why we need to go for the MIB is we need our Apache Prime to pop we need the Apache Prime rockets to do extra damage to the DDT balloons, which if we do not have the MIB, the Apache Prime rockets will not affect the DDT balloons. But wait, no, the Apache Prime primary fire will not affect the DDT balloons. There we go. I had it mixed up there for a second, but all right, there we go. Now that we have the MIB, the next thing that we're instantly going to be going for is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a monkey village over here on the right hand side. We don't need to worry too much about any micro as of right now. Actually, we don't need to worry about any micro whatsoever. But we're going to go ahead and buy a bigger radius, then monkey business, then monkey commerce. Now that we have all of that, the next thing that we're going to be buying is we're going to be grabbing ourselves an engineer monkey. So we want to place this engineer monkey as far to the right and as far up as we can get him to go, because we need to fit a couple more towers here. So, and there we go, perfect. So now we're going to be going for the overclock. So as soon as we can afford to buy overclock, we're going to go ahead and buy it. We want to assist our Apache Prime when it comes to popping like round 90, round 93, round 95, and in between rounds as well. All right, there we go. We should be able to afford our overclock now. Awesome. So now that we have our overclock, the next thing that we're instantly going to be going for is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a MAME Moab. So the reason why we want to go for a MAME Moab is, of course, it's going to give our towers a little bit more time to actually hit the balloons. We just need to save up another, I believe, probably 8,000. I think that should do it, but now we're on round 90. We shouldn't need to overclock our Apache Prime here because we have the MIB, and there we go, perfect. So now that we were able to deal with round 90, the next big round is going to be round 93, and we should be able to afford our MAME Moab before round 93. And if you guys so choose to do so, you guys can overclock your Apache Prime to do a little bit more damage to these balloons to make the rounds go by a little bit faster, like so. So we're gonna go ahead and start overclocking our Apache Prime, and now we should almost be able to afford our MAME Moab. Following that, we're going to go ahead and switch its targeting over to targeting strong. And now that we're on round 93, we're going to go ahead and slow things down ever so slightly because we're going to be overclocking our Apache Prime once more. Alright, now that we have all of this and we have our MAME Moabs, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a mortar monkey. Now, what we're going to be doing with this mortar monkey is we're going to set its targeting right here in at the intersection between the top and the bottom path. And then we're going to be upgrading it to shattering shells. And what this is going to do is it's going to rip off the reinforcement from a bunch of the balloons, especially on round 98, which will allow our Apache Prime to do a little bit more damage. Alright, now that we're on round 95, we're going to get ready to overclock our Apache Prime. As soon as the DDT balloons start to push back our Apache Prime, we are instantly going to overclock our Apache Prime. Alright, so I do know it's going to take just a couple of seconds for the DDT balloons to come out here, and there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and overclock our Apache Prime, and now we can go ahead and fast forward things once more. We'll go ahead and activate Quincy's rapid fire here, and then just in case any balloons slip by, we'll go ahead and activate Quincy's Aerostorm right now to go ahead and lend a little bit of support to our Apache Prime as well. And there we go. Now that we went ahead and activated every single one of our abilities, let's go ahead and upgrade our mortar monkey to shattering shells. And we'll buy faster reload and then rapid reload as well. Alright, now that we have that, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a ninja monkey. And we're going to place our ninja monkey right here, and then we're going to be upgrading it all the way to Bloons Sabo. And the reason why we're going to be going for the Bloons Sabo is, of course, we want to have a little bit of stall when it comes to round 99 as well as round 98, which will in turn give our Apache Prime a little bit more time to actually hit all of the balloons. Alright, so round 97, let's go ahead and overclock our Apache Prime, and let's go ahead and buy our Bloons Sabo. Alright, so now that we've overclocked our Apache Prime and we have our first Bloons Sabo, so the next thing that we're instantly going to be going for is we're going to be going for a Spike Factory. So with this Spike Factory, we're going to be upgrading it to a 240, round 98. Round 98 shouldn't give us too much of a hard time because, of course, we have the Mortar Monkey here. Let's go ahead and overclock our Apache Prime, though, to give us a little bit more popping power. And then we're going to come back to our Spike Factory, upgrade it to Spike Storm, and then we're going to buy White Hot Spikes as well. Alright, round 99. This is where we're going to be activating our Bloons Sabo. What it's going to do is it's going to give us a little bit more time to actually pop all of the balloons. We shouldn't need to activate the Spike Storm, but we do have it off of cooldown just in case. On round 100, the first thing that we are going to be doing is we're going to be activating our Spike Storm. Now we can go ahead and speed things up. We're going to overclock our Apache Prime. And then as soon as the bad balloon gets within range of our Quincy, we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Rapid Fire. And now that we have all of our abilities pretty much being used, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to speed things back up. As soon as we can activate this last Spike Storm, we're going to go ahead and activate it. There we go. Perfect. And we should get our Bloons Sabo back, and then we're going to overclock our Apache Prime once more, and then activate the Aerostorm to finish up round 100. Now, guys, I do know that the last few rounds were a little bit chaotic, but believe me, guys, as long as you do your best to follow along, you guys will not struggle one bit. I do apologize that there was so much to do. I just want you guys to remember that this is an expert map. So if at any point in time you guys fall behind or anything like that, just feel free to restart, guys. And this strategy 100% works because I just played this map like 5 times in a row, getting everything almost perfected. But alright, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys have not subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons TD6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.